Good morning. I had a crazy dream where I was performing at the Capitol Hill and Comedy Bar November 1st and 2nd in Seattle. Oh, wait, that wasn't a dream. That's really happening. Get your tickets now at BrendanSagalow.com.
Hey, everybody. Before we get in the show, you know what this is. This is another little, check out my special Thin Lips. It is available right now. The response has been great. The comments are great. I love the fan art. It's just been a really fun time. And if you haven't seen it, just check it out. And, tell me how you feel. Please don't be mean to me. You know what I'm saying. If you watch the special, you know what I'm saying. Really annoying of me tonight. But I'll tell you what. We've been recording all day, so I am losing my mind. So check out Thin Lips. It's available right now on my YouTube. Just click my little face right over here or here, and it should be the first thing you see on my channel. And share with a friend. That's huge. Please share it. Well, I love you. Let's get into the show.
The Rap Jack Black and Sagdaddy, I'm back at it with a fantastic podcast for your asses. Yapping in a trap like a rescue cat, and the rescued up like they're waiting on the Batman. You tuned into the dude who threw booze back, blacked out, woke up drunk, covered in bruises. It's Sagdaddy the pod, an odd fellow, the great white chubby, I'm becoming a marshmallow. It's Sagdaddy the pod, so sit back and relax, cause like a broken arm, I got a cast now. It's Sagdaddy the pod, you made a good choice, so enjoy, don't be annoyed, now here's my dumb voice.
Hello there, internet world. Big news, I'm starting a Patreon. Look at that. I'm getting into it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be diarrhea. No, okay. But it's going to be great. We're going to be doing weekly episodes, sometimes solo, sometimes with the guests, of me answering your questions, giving advice, not like I'm qualified for it. But it's going to be amazing. I want money. That's the real reason we're doing this. Money. So much more money. And to connect with you guys on a deeper, better level, because I'm loving the support that you guys are giving the show. Today's episode is with BEIN Fidance. So, of course, our first guest for the Patreon had to be BEIN Fidance. If you don't like it, tough titties. Here's a little taste. Has BEIN thought about starting a campaign to become the new Marlboro Man?
Oh, I would love that. If you're watching,
comes from old granddad.
If you're watching, I don't know how to do it. Could you?
Yeah, how do you
help?
Do it? Yeah, he will do it.
Emailing. I would love to be the modern Marlboro Man.
That would kill you.
That'd be so cool if I was the Marlboro Man.
Yeah,
get a taste of flavor, get a taste of country, get a taste of cum. Marlboro. Wait, why do people think it's okay to make fun of me for being gay? Have you made too many jokes at your own expense? Well, why don't you have a heater and think about it? It'll help get rid of anxiety from you using yourself as a punching bag. Marlboro.
Send that in.
Waiting for bad news in a hospital and the coffee's stale, but the smokes are helping you not think of the fact that your mother's blood pressure's declining and that she's had an aneurysm and odds aren't looking good.
Really?
Marlboro.
Really?
Improv, baby.
Oh, God.
Made it up.
Jesus Christ.
Marlboro. It fuels me.
You go, Marlboro. Yes, and.
Marlboro. I'm a liar.
The bonus episode is out right now. I'm so excited. You can check that out after today's episode, or you can go to patreon.com/sagdaddytopod and become a member. And I would be very happy if you did that. And I love you. Have a good one.
I feel like I'm like 5 steps behind myself.
What do you mean?
I didn't take my medicine yesterday. So I feel really out of it.
What's your medicine? What medicine do you have to take?
I don't know. I think I might go off it. I've been feeling really good. The scariest thing to hear from someone
good.
with meds.
Yeah, look at that.
Shut the fuck up. My God.
Yeah.
If funny don't work, try that.
Oh, it's not working.
Oh, God. She's tried everything. She's fucking put so much money into her fucking failures. Anyway, are we
Haven't
starting?
we all?
I know. It's just one. It's fucking paying Peter to fucking pay Paul so that I can fucking not get anything.
I know.
Oh, I'm doing all right.
You're doing okay.
I'm doing better than okay.
While he checks YouTube. What's on YouTube?
I didn't even. That was intrinsically. I didn't even mean to do
No,
that.
do you do that? Because I do the same thing where I'm like, if I have my phone in my hand, I just immediately click like Instagram, and then you just find yourself.
And then I go, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
I don't even want to do this. It's just muscle memory
Yeah.
of like, what? A thought in my head? No,
Yeah.
no. Distract.
I'll tell you what. I was at the.
Tell me. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. I was at the Yankee game yesterday, and I just was like, I got that feeling where I was just like, I might never go on my phone again because it's just like the energy in there, and it's just so fun, and nobody's on their phones. Look at that, nobody's on their phones. It just felt good, and I was like, all this other stuff, all these like, it's nothing but poison. This other shit. Anytime you're on it, you just like
look at all that knowledge you have. Did you dig deep for that in your pants that are also a poncho? What are those?
You son of a bitch. Like, why did everybody mention the pants?
Because it looks like you got them at a place that, radiology tech shop.
I know. Sorry, I was just a nurse somewhere and I had to come do this podcast. I'm sorry. Everybody mentions
you're right,
the fucking
dude.
pants.
Sporting events like that feel so good. I was at a wrestling WWE thing, and I remember I saw like, dude, it was like every race high-fiving each other, like getting along,
Yeah.
all these different groups of people. Like, I was like, this is the answer. This brings people together. There's no racism, homophobia, or anything. And
no
then
racism at a wrestling event.
all these different people. No, dude, it was like black guys wearing NWO stuff. Shut up, Nicole. And they were high-fiving white guys and like all this stuff. And then they all came together as one to boo the women's match. And I was like, oh shit, that'll bring the world together. Misogyny. Yes.
That's
the
what brings the world
we have in
together.
common.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm so chronically online that
it doesn't chronically online mean that you're in with all the online like
lingo and
memes and like detached irony, like, or is that extremely online?
I don't know. I thought they both meant the same thing.
No, I think extremely online is like your sense of humor and like ability to process is warped because you're so ironically detached.
Oh, well, I don't know what I am, but I'm online and it's killing me.
Yeah.
Like I'll be on TikTok, right? So I'll give you a perfect example, right? I'm on TikTok all day before the Yankee game. And
who'd you go to the Yankee game with?
Your mom.
What? No wonder she wouldn't pick up her phone yesterday.
At game with Sagalow.
Yeah. My mom loves you, by the way.
What? Me?
Yeah, she's
doesn't
always
even know
so
me.
happy when she sees me in videos with you and podcasts and everything.
She goes, stick around with him. He's a good kid.
She goes, I love your chubby friend.
Yeah.
That's what she says. I'm sorry.
And I love your whore mom.
What the fuck?
Tell her that. No, but I was like, so you know what's going on TikTok right now?
What?
The TikTok kids are fighting to say that the Menendez brothers should be released from jail.
Oh yeah, because they were like abused.
Yeah, because they
which
were
was
abused.
basically like the defense's get out of jail free card for them.
Right. That was their defense for, right? Wasn't that their defense?
Marched into their parents' house, shot them in the head, went out to the car, reloaded, and then went on like shopping sprees, and then was like, "Oh, we were abused."
Right. I also think, don't kill anybody. Maybe no, not murdering
Dude,
somebody.
TikTok brain is killing people.
Right.
Where they get it in their head that they're right, and no justice is justice until they undo some sort of weird thing. Like, do you remember when Jax died?
Yeah.
And everyone on Twitter started harassing her friends and family because
Yeah.
she was having a mental episode and was like, if something happens, no, I was sex trafficked and all this stuff. She was living in like a world of delusion.
Paranoia,
and
yeah.
everyone believed it. And then when the family was like, please respect us, they were like, how can we respect you when you put your daughter through this? And it's like, dude, she was in a hospital, had access to her phone and was off her meds.
Yeah.
And then people want to be fucking McGruff the crime dog and figure shit out. And it's insane.
I know. And a part of me feels like now with the Jax thing, it was different, but there's a part of me with this YouTube, this TikTok stuff with the Menendez brothers and all this shit that I think they're bots. Now, this is me just being paranoid, but I think that they're just like not bots from the right or left, but just bots created to make people mad. They're just like, tons of people that are leaving, just robots leaving comments that are like, I think they're innocent and should be released. And
dude, we have evidence of that there's Russian bot farms and Cambridge Analytica and all these different misinformation, like housing units in Russia that create all this stuff. And because we've given all of our faces to like, I want to see what I look like when I'm old.
Yeah.
They have access to everybody's face so that they could just create these profiles.
It's so funny that we're like trying to do this thing like that's just for like, ooh, I'm gonna spit in a jar and see how Ashkenazi Jewish I am.
Yeah, well,
and then it's
that
really
was
like
offensive to me because that's what happened.
I did it. I did it too.
Yeah.
I did the 23andMe.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
Dude,
like, it's the same thing with the AIs where it's like, oh, I'm doing this cute little thing.
I want to see what I'd look like in high school in the 90s. And then Russia's like, what?
Thank you very much for all of your information, you fucking...
It makes me fearful that because we've given our DNA and XYZ, that it'll get to the point where they can create a thing where you cannot prove that you are you.
What do you mean?
Like, because they'll have all of our DNA, all of our identity, every piece of media we've put online to where they can create a thing that makes it look like you said a thing, you did a thing. And when you go, no, that wasn't me. That was AI. That was a bot. They're going to go, no, well, we have your digital footprint here.
Yeah.
It was you.
Yeah,
and then,
they can make you like AI can make you like on a digital like a deli camera robbing the place.
Yeah.
And you're like, I've never even been there, but it's like, hey, this is you. But on the other end of that, you can use that as a defense. You can go, that's not me, that's AI.
Well, it's like if there's no truth, then everything's truth, then nothing's truth. So it's like almost like nothing matters.
I don't know what any of that meant.
Like if there's no truth anymore and we don't, you can't prove anything, then in a way it's freeing because you're like, well, then nothing matters and nothing is a truth. So everything's a truth. So why would you like, it's very strange that, Trump got people to believe that the government was controlling the weather as a way to get involved in the voting process. And then when the hurricane didn't really destroy Florida the way it was supposed to, everybody is so worm-brained that they're like, well, we got to destroy Florida. We got to prove that Florida's needing to be destroyed so that our point will win.
Is that what's happening?
People want bad things to happen regardless
to prove their
of
point,
the outcome in the real world, just so they can prove themselves as right. And that's very scary. And I'm poisoned by it all.
Of course.
I revel in things happening that prove my point was, and it's like so pathetic.
Guess. I just don't like looking at any of this stuff.
So then what are you looking at if you're looking at it all day?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I do like it, but I'm like trying to avoid it. I mean, it's either that or I just, I don't know, read a book or something, but I'm not going to do that.
Dude, I was getting so mad at trans people in bathrooms, and then I got sick, and for 3 days I slept, and I woke up and was like, oh, I don't care about this.
You know what? I was thinking of that.
I was like,
funny, dude.
I was pee wherever you want. I don't care. Like, this stuff gets me so angry, and I have no reason to be angry.
Right. Well, I was thinking about this. You know, I was just sitting around thinking about...
Don't hurt yourself.
All right, that's two.
What's
that's two? You already got the pants thing in.
Am I a mean person?
No, it's fine. But guess what? You got some coming to you.
Oh, no.
And you'll never know when it's going to be.
Can I say I started therapy again? And
I don't... Yeah, what?
Well, I'm finding out I have a lot of anger issues.
Sure.
But I had this moment where I obsessively watched Joker when it came out 4 times at theaters.
The first
I love
one?
that movie. Yeah. And dude, I rewatched it the other day, and then you know what happens in it with therapy and everything, right?
Yeah.
And I'm in Zoom therapy. I'm smoking a cigarette, and my therapist goes, "Look, we have to get some bookkeeping done. I have to tell you, I'm leaving the practice, so you're gonna have to find another therapist." And I was literally like feeling like I was in the Joker, and she was like, "What are you feeling? Take me through it." And I just went, "You wouldn't understand." Joker.
Did you see Joker too?
No, not yet.
Well, let's finish the thought.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
something.
you're right.
One thought I had. I was thinking about the trans bathroom thing, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking specifically about J.K. Rowling
Mm-hmm.
and how people didn't understand her anger towards that whole situation. And then I went,
Your joke about that, by the way, is so good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about Rachel Dolezal
Mm-hmm.
and how she was saying, "Oh, I identify as a black person,"
Mm-hmm.
and how mad, justifiably, I guess, everyone, specifically the black community, got towards Rachel Dolezal.
I think the black community was like, dude, she actually helped us out a lot.
Yeah, and they're also like,
And then
you
white
wanna be
people were
black?
like, no, you should be mad because I still have a need to control black people.
So whatever, whoever in that situation, got upset.
Yeah,
How do they not understand where J.K. Rowling is coming from?
exactly.
Because that's exactly where she's coming from. She's going, they're playing dress up.
Yeah.
You know, that's what
Well,
Rachel,
I-
they're just doing the old spray tan.
I agree. And also, Rachel Dolezal had an OnlyFans. She is Dolezal.
Really?
She's leaving it Dolezal out there. She's hot. I'd fuck her. I'd fuck the white back into her.
Yeah.
I'd fuck
I
her
want to
so
fuck
hard.
her to see what real race she is. I mean, let's see how black she really is.
Yeah, the real race you are comes out during sex.
Yeah. If you
She's
walk
like-
into the bedroom, you go, she's black.
Yeah. If you fucking her, she goes, "Oh Lord!" It's like, oh, she really is black.
Oh yeah, daddy.
Well, the
that ain't a
whole
white girl.
trans sports thing, I started to think about. I was like, dude, this is parents' fault. It's like everybody all of a sudden started being obsessed with like women's sports. Nobody gave a shit.
Yeah.
But parents are like, my daughter's missing out on the opportunity because some guy wants to be Division I track. And it's like, well, that's your fault for making your daughter think sports are important. It's like, there's a ceiling on it.
Right.
So just teach them that it's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
and
a lot of
it's
people.
not the most important thing ever. And then you'll be like, I don't give a shit if a guy fucking runs track. Who cares?
Yes, but
You know?
people take sports very seriously.
I know.
They love it. Some guy behind me at the Yankees game was like, "You fucking idiot. This guy stinks. He's a fucking idiot." And I'm just hearing like the real anger over some guy who's like threw a ball. Like he like not like literally threw a ball, like threw like 2 balls and he's got like 2 balls, 2 strikes kind of thing. And the guy's going, "He's a fucking idiot. He stinks. He should be taken off the field."
Yeah.
And you're like,
meanwhile, he probably couldn't pass a field sobriety test sober. And he's like mad at a guy trying to hit a tiny ping pong ball being thrown at him. The speed of sound.
I know. He was like this fat fucking guy. He looked like a construction worker. I was like,
That's
you
great.
could never even, but I also kind of enjoyed that. I heard him doing that and I was like, this is pretty cool. Now, I hear you sniffling. All right? Would you like some Vicks Vapo inhaler?
Dude, I saw one of the waitresses at the cellar do that last night, and I thought she was like Narcanning herself.
I know. It
was
does look
what
like
the
you're doing
fuck?
cocaine because you're like, so, you know, I
was like,
feel like fucking Amy Winehouse.
I'm sniffling because I have constant
This rules, dude. Get this.
nasal stuff because of my smoking.
Oh, well, is it stuffed? Is your
I constantly have bugs.
God, you're not going near this.
What? Let me.
Nope, you're not touching it. What's in the bag?
What in the world is in that bag? What you got in that bag?
Someone likes hip hop.
Well, I'll be honest. I forgot to eat yesterday and just
You
remembered
forgot to eat all day?
Yeah.
You didn't have breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
No
No snacks.
No, I went and got a bagel and that was it. And I
Okay.
had that around 5 o'clock.
Oh,
And then I
God.
played a video game from 6 until 7
What'd you
a.m.
play?
MLB The Show. And I just have jacked all the fucking sliders so that every hit is a home run. And I broke the record of the 110 home runs last season. And I keep just winning the World Series, and it's doing nothing
record
to like make me. I'm like, well, maybe if I win the World Series this time, I'll feel better and I can go to bed. And then I win it and I go, no, they didn't make a big enough deal about me. I got to keep playing.
Man, you're a crazy town up there, huh?
I had a beef stick.
Okay. Yeah, I bet you did, homo.
That's one. And then I filled the
a dried
Snapple
fruit.
apple up with
water.
water.
What's a dried fruit when he wakes up dehydrated?
2. We're even.
And what's that? You filled a Snapple bottle with water?
Yeah, I didn't have a water bottle.
Oh, you got a water bottle right there. That's a clean one.
So I've been just on like cat introduction duty.
Yeah,
like
run me through this
cats.
because I've been feeling a little bit like getting Oreo a younger brother or sister.
You should.
Why?
Because cats are meant to have like a friend, especially to keep them like busy and playful and everything.
But
And especially when we're away.
Yeah.
I feel terrible leaving my guy alone, and then I come home and he's just so vocal and like so attention starved. So I got this little guy for Samson, and I was working on names. I was going to call him Otis and then Leroy and Clyde, and I worked it out to where he's now Glenn.
Glenn, I like
cat
Glenn.
named Glenn for Glenn Danzig.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because I was going to name him Elvis, but I'm like, no.
I like Elvis.
I don't know. I like Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn's good. Glenn's a good name.
A cat named Glenn. Samson and Glenn.
Yeah, but you say that like...
And dude, this guy loves climbing on my shoulder and sitting on my head.
Where'd you get this?
Look.
Oh.
Yeah. This is him all the time.
For the listeners and viewers, there's a cat on his head.
So he climbs up my leg and then hops on my shoulder, and then I give him a treat. And then
like a little parrot.
Yeah. So I've been trying to introduce them together, and it's like a whole process.
What do? You
have to take your time. So you got to take so Oreo, this is his domain. This is his home. This is his home base, his safe space. So whatever enters, you got to curtail to where Oreo feels comfortable. So you got to take the little guy and put him in the bathroom and just have him chill in there so that Oreo starts to feel comfortable in the space, knowing that there's another thing in the house.
How does he know? He could smell him?
Smell. So you're going to want to take something that Oreo's been laying on and put it in with the new cat, and then take something the new cat's been laying on and put it out for Oreo, right? Okay. So then I would take Glenn and put him in the carrier and put him in the living room so that Samson could just see that there was something there, but he's stationary.
Yeah.
And then Samson would like go up, hiss, and like run away. And when he would hiss, I go, okay, this is your space. And I take the new cat, put him in the, bathroom. And then I started putting Samson's food in front of the bathroom door so that when he's eating, he could kind of get a sniff of the other guy and know that it's okay. He's not going to be invaded. And then I would take the new guy and hold him in my arms while Samson's in the living room.
Take a new guy and hold him in your arms. Nobody makes fun of my pants and gets away with it.
They match your producer.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
It's December. When's this coming out?
St. Patrick's Day.
So then I put Samson in my bedroom and let the Glenn kind of run around.
Yeah.
And then when Samson started whining, I opened the door, and then Samson started hanging out in the apartment, not paying attention to the new guy. And then slowly they started coming towards each other, and I started giving Samson a treat and Glenn a treat so that they will understand being near each other is okay because they get
a funny name.
I know, right?
Now,
isn't that a great?
Starting to get
isn't that a great name for a
cat?
Glenn,
Samson and Glenn.
Yeah. It's just me and two old guys, living at home.
It does sound like a Simon and Garfunkel kind of band.
Samson and Glenn.
Samson and Glenn.
Yeah.
Two little kitties.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Hello, catnip, my new friend.
Well, I'm thinking about getting him a cat because I'm going to. He hasn't been around all day today because we've been shooting all day, and then tomorrow I'm going to Utah for 4 days.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
But what do you do when you're on the road?
I got a camera. I got a
no
cat
way.
camera.
See, if I saw that, I'd be yelling at it like, Samson, look at me. I love you, Samson.
You can.
Can you hear me?
This thing, so it came with two, too. So I got this other one right here that I think I'm going to put on there because he likes to sleep on the couch. I just need to know that he's okay. I need to know the
but
food
what if
is
he's
working.
not? You're going to feel like so helpless.
Oh, I'll call somebody, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, who am I going to call? I don't even know.
Call me, maybe. Carly Rae Jepsen.
I saw her perform live, and she was fucking hot.
They're all so hot.
They're so hot.
So hot.
She was, dude, there's a picture of her pussy on the internet.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I don't really care. If it was Ariana Grande or fucking Olivia Rodrigo,
You fucking pedophile.
what's wrong with her? How old's she? Is she young? Oh, no.
It doesn't
I
even-
thought she was of age.
Olivia Rodrigo is like 21, maybe. How old's 22? I'm going to say 21. Not bad, but still. That's, I think, at a certain
3 years older than 18.
And how old are you?
I didn't say I wanted to date her and groom her. I just want to see her pussy. I'm 39. I'm a creep. I don't know what you want.
I know. Who cares?
You know?
You know what? And it's not like they're like, okay, let's get into some real conversation.
No, here we go.
It's not like they're these fucking they're little
Star Wars characters.
They're Star Wars characters. No, the industry has them wearing bras and panties and shit, and then they're dancing in front of us creeps, and we have to go, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What? Like, you want me to have the moral high ground when she's, wearing like a lace onesie or some shit? I don't know. What?
Yeah.
I'm. It's not like I'm pawing at her and I'm gonna like lurch at her. It's
Right.
like I can objectively go, that's a fucking hot person.
And you know what? I was saying that about fucking Bad Baby, and everybody called me a goddamn pedophile.
Well, she was underage. But also, it's crazy that magically, like, today it's no, and then tomorrow she's legal, and it's like, yes.
Yeah, well,
It's
that's
like,
I mean, that's been tale as old as
that's
time.
like us trying to like be like. Well, I'm saying the M word in my head. I should just, it's arbitrary. I should just say it out loud. What the
I
hell?
think that is a good point. Now, if
Anyway,
if
what's it
nobody-
like watching your cat on a camera?
we just went from
Should I get one?
We're talking about getting another cat, and you're like, pedophilia is a lot like saying the N word in your head.
It's not good. And if you do it, I probably don't want to hang out with you, but I can understand it.
Dude, remember when the fucking Olsen twins, there was a counter on when they were turning 18?
Dude, it's so creepy and weird. And
And they're not even hot.
You're on TikTok. So many young... Dude, there's like some OnlyFans girl. I saw a thing on Instagram that was like, she makes $1 million a month, and it's because she looks like she's like 15. It's like,
Right.
that's weird, man.
Yeah.
That's
it's like
weird.
These girls that have like braces and braids, but
Yeah.
they're like 22, and,
I know.
and that's their whole thing. But you know what? How much does it piss you off that these fucking TikTok kids are dancing and shaking their pussies? And then if we say something like gay, it's taken down.
Oh, it's infuriating.
And then
there's
they
a new
put a
thing
red flag on our
on
shit. And they go,
Instagram.
this guy
where-
can't earn money forever.
There's a new thing on Instagram where girls will show their pussies, but in order to see it, you have to pause it like real quick. But in the in the meantime of pausing it, you click and it likes it, so they get tons of engagement.
You want a hint?
And what?
Screen record it. Screen record the whole thing, and then you can.
I didn't even think of that.
choose.
You and me are built different. Literally. 3-3.
I'm not counting anymore.
You can't because you're dumb. Anyway, 4-3.
That has nothing to do with the pants. Okay.
Wait.
I thought I dropped something.
So wait, this cat camera
Yeah.
is you.
I have.
You can talk to him through it.
Oh, well, check this out. All right, check it out.
Should I get one?
Honestly, up until I decided I'm going to use that one, I would have given that to you. But I decided,
Dude, you know what I'm going to do? I call dibs. I'm going to do stand up through my cat thing to my cat. And
You
then
go.
post
Yeah.
clips.
Okay, so check this out. So I'm going to exit privacy mode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's an error. Oh no. Okay.
What? Why
And
is
here,
that a
here we are.
Bad Bobby countdown?
Bad Bobby.
What's her name? Bad Batty?
It's Bad
body,
behavior.
behavior.
It's like baby, but it's behavior. It's bad behavior.
We're fucked. So wait, show me that thing.
Okay. Here you go. Look. So it's.
Isn't it crazy? In order to get me to come over here and hang out with you, we had to put cameras on.
I know. I mean, you can come over whenever you want. But look, so you can hear us,
Yeah.
right? You could go like this. I mean, is this interesting at all to anybody? I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah.
Huh? It's moving.
Look, and there you are.
Oh my God. So wait, this is you watching. Oh, so since we can hear it, does that mean if I'm in like Arkansas, he'll hear this?
You can hear him, and then if you want, you can go like this. Hello? Oh, wait. Hello? Boom.
I gotta
You go-
get this.
You go, Samson, I love you.
Glenn.
Glenn, I'm not there with you yet.
Oh, I keep grabbing Samson and going, you're my number one. Nothing will ever replace you. Understand
you have a
that this
child?
guy's for you. I know. It's getting weird.
You
It's
wanted to
getting
fight
real
that.
weird.
I saw it in his face. He was like, yeah.
No, man, it's getting strange. I'll
No,
like
it's
attached
not.
to these cats.
You don't want kids.
Maybe.
You're just going to be a cat guy. You have 2 cats, and that's it. Do you want kids?
If I can turn them off. Because, like, when I'm playing my video game and I'm in my 10th World Series in 2036,
And they're like, we're
and
hungry.
the cat's on me, and I'm like,
You
get
go-
off.
Yeah, you go, it's not an eating day. We
Yeah.
had our bagel at 5.
Do you want kids?
I don't know. I would take
finding-
it or leave it.
I'm finding I can tell something is happening in me biologically.
Oh,
where
you're getting baby
now
fever.
My partner selection, I'm finding on dates, and when I start the talking phase, I'm asking a lot of accusatory questions
What?
of like, yeah, I feel like I'm like, interrogating like a suspect. I'm like, what are your goals? What's your 5-year plan? Do you want kids eventually?
What's your
Yes.
5-year plan?
This isn't about me.
You can't ask somebody what their 5-year.
Sorry, I ate a bug.
Yuck, yuck.
At least I made you laugh.
You
Yuck,
can't.
yuck.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I think that's good shit. If you're gonna meet somebody, like I'm trying to meet my fucking chick. You know what I mean? I
Don't
mean, I'm
you
not
have
trying to meet. I'm like, what I'm saying is like, I have her. But before that, I was like, I need to meet. Even before that, I was like, I'm trying to meet my fucking chick.
I'm right
And,
there where but see, I'm scared.
Sometimes you end up with somebody who it does not work out with, and then sometimes you do meet the chick. Anyway, what are you saying?
I'm a little scared because I'm afraid the next person I date seriously, I'm gonna go. Let's just go to the courthouse and get married. What the fuck are we doing?
Why not?
Move in, follow me everywhere. Let's be everywhere together all the time.
I feel like they I don't think that could work with you. Not like just because you are someone who is not like, you do have your
easy.
I am trying to say this in a nice way.
Just say
Well,
it.
you got issues, right? We all got issues. I don't think even for me, somebody could like, I don't think I can get into a thing where I can just meet someone and be like, the next week, be like, all right, let's just go to the courthouse and get this done and do this.
I think I'm so insane that I'm like, that's the only way that I'll stay faithful is if I just dive so deep.
Oh, you think so?
And
You think that's the only way you're going to stay faithful? You go, once we're married, all those thoughts that I have of wanting to fuck other people.
yeah, when we
that
go
is all
till
just
death
gonna-
do us part, and then I take my phone out and I smash it with a hammer.
Yeah, you go, bah, bah, bah.
And then I get electrocuted to make the gay go out of me.
Well, would you ever have you ever had sex with a girl that used a strap on?
No.
Dude, that's your perfect woman.
I've had girls want to do it, but then I'm afraid I'll make a noise and they'll hold it against me later.
My chick wants to fuck me in the ass.
Really?
She told me that.
Dude, so many girls are into the ass. Like,
she wants to fuck
so many girls are like, can I eat your ass?
I
I've
think she
really
wants
been
to be
wanting
like-
to.
Like she wants to like fuck my ass.
Dude, I just got an image of you riding her, like
Looking back.
like bouncing up.
Yeah,
and down.
yeah. Oh my god. Being like, oh sorry. She's like, this hurts my legs. Yeah. I told her no.
Someone's gonna want to end up with this. Hey.
What are you, Orny Adams? Someone has to marry this. Remember that or
Is
something?
that his bit?
Nah, he says that in Comedian. He's like,
Oh.
somebody's got to marry this
Oh, and
one
he's like
day.
laying on
There's-
the ground.
Yeah, he's like, there's a girl out there, no idea. Somebody's gonna have to marry this. No, but I think I think you need at least a year to know somebody. You
I
specifically.
don't know.
But
Well,
you want that? You want
I do end up falling hard, and then after like a couple months, I'm like, wait, what? What am I doing? Who is this?
Right.
What am I doing? Oh,
Right.
no. Panic.
Right. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I never believed that wasn't how shit worked.
Yeah.
Until I met Caroline, because like we're like a year in, and I'm like, oh, I love this girl.
Oh, that's awesome.
Whatever.
love that.
Oh yeah. Okay,
How
I thought you were
far-
making fun of me.
No, not at all.
Oh, thanks.
How far away does she live from here?
Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I would want to live on like the same block or like the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that
and
would
then
be
that
great.
way we can come and go.
Yes.
But living
Salvador Dali.
together, huh?
Salvador Dali. We just talked about this with Dan Licata was here, and we were talking about Salvador Dali. Dali or Dali?
Dali.
Dali.
Don't say Dali.
Nicole said Dali earlier.
I thought for sure it was Dali.
It's Dali.
Salvador Dali.
Salvador Dali.
I've never heard Dali.
You've never heard
Okay.
funny. Sorry.
You should run Dali. Daily. Is this funny? I feel like Nicole has been laughing out loud a lot, and I'm like, I keep wanting to hit a line.
I think
that
this is
Nicole
fun.
laughs
We're having a
out
good
loud.
time.
Yeah.
I've never, I never question whether or not these episodes are good.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Salvador Dali.
It is Dali. I just looked up the pronunciation.
Dali?
Yes.
No.
Fine.
See,
All right.
I was right. It's Dali.
Okay.
So Salvador
I have to
Dali.
accept
Look up YouTube when they say his name.
Salvador Dali.
See,
Dali.
Salvador Dali.
But
Dali.
It's not Dali.
it's DAA.LEE is how they have the pronunciation, which makes me feel like it'd be
Dali. Salvador Dali. What do your ears say when you hear it?
This?
Dali.
I guess so, but I don't really want to admit that I'm not right.
And we'll just go in this circle forever. Anyway, but we already talked about this on an earlier episode or on a later episode.
About what though? Because all you
Well,
said was melting clocks.
Salvador Dali, he used to live in a house, and behind his house was his wife's house.
Uh-huh.
They lived in two houses.
That's great.
and would just be like, "What are you doing? Come over."
That's awesome.
That's the way to go.
That's the way to go.
yeah.
I don't think I can live with someone anymore because of how just set in my ways I am. And I
Yeah.
like to come and go. And then I like to sleep in my bed half the night and then on the
Yeah, but you
couch the
can-
rest.
You don't think you can change for somebody that you change?
I don't want to.
There's some things that you can, but like, okay, you don't want to. All right, yeah, but like, doesn't that make it more meaningful when you change and for like, okay, I don't. If I have a kid, I don't want to take care of it. I want to smoke weed all day,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't do what I want
Mm-hmm.
because I have this other thing that will have more meaning to my life.
See, I would have a kid.
So I'm making sacrifices.
I would have a kid
for
if I
a
could-
meaningful thing.
Get one of my best girlfriends pregnant, and then her and her husband raises it, and then I'm in the life as like the uncle.
Oh, wait. So you want your girlfriend to get pregnant by another guy?
No,
Oh, you want to get your chick pregnant?
no,
And then,
I want to get my like a best friend pregnant,
oh,
and then her
yeah.
and her husband raise a kid, and then I am in the life, but not
You get all the
having to
good.
take care of it every day.
You get all the good stuff. You
Yes.
tell the kid you're his brother.
Yeah,
And then
what?
and then at a certain age you go, I'm your dad.
Yeah.
Which happens.
No. I would be dad, but no, maybe I would be uncle.
You know
and
what?
then-
Go on Field or something. I bet there are people that want this exact
No,
thing.
but I would want it with someone that I'm close with. Like a friend of mine is having a hard time getting pregnant. I'm like, why don't I just get you pregnant and then you and your husband raise a kid and then I'll be
Are they having a,
in
is
and
she having a
out.
hard time getting pregnant because of her husband? Like,
maybe
is he barren? Or
I don't know.
So you
I don't
just offered to
listen
fuck
when
her.
people talk.
You
No, I wouldn't
she
even
goes, I'm
fuck her.
having a trouble.
I would artificially inseminate. It's not about like the fucking. It's about putting the baby in them and then not having
Do you
to
have
do
a mate fetish? You have a mating fetish?
No. But I do have a fetish where I come the hardest when they're begging for cum and they say, I love you. Whoops.
That is so hilariously
Whoopsie.
specific.
Whoopsies.
So fucking funny, man. Do you have a mating fetish, Nicole?
What, to be impregnated?
Yeah.
No, I'm terrified of it. Like, I don't want it to touch me at all.
Yeah.
I'm like deeply afraid of becoming
Cum
pregnant.
or a baby?
A baby.
Both.
What?
Are you in a relationship?
I am.
Oh.
They live together and they have a doggy.
No way. Oh, that's so nice. Where do y'all live?
We live in Jersey City.
No shit.
Yeah, but we like it a lot. And everything's fine. It's going really well.
Yeah.
And our dog's name is Raspberry.
And you don't have a mating fetish.
It's amazing.
No, I'm like really afraid. But I also was raised like Catholic, and I feel like that plays into it a little bit where I'm like,
Maybe. Or maybe it
get it
plays into
away, get it away, get it away. I'll get pregnant
Give it
over
away,
my
give
life.
it away, give it away now. That's what that
Pretty
song
much,
was about.
Adoption. I was raised with a mom who's a germaphobe, and she like drilled it into me that everybody has STDs. So I'm like over the top careful when I have sex.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's funny.
What was that?
I don't believe it.
Are ya?
Are you,
Wait,
babe?
What
That's
do
my
you mean?
Dennis Miller.
What do you mean? Are you
Are you? I don't know.
garbage?
I like a chick with a mating fetish. I
What's
like
a mating fetish?
Just like some girl that's like,
Get me pregnant?
yeah, come in me, get me pregnant.
Oh yeah, the cum in me. That's what I said.
Love that.
The cum
They
begging.
go come for me. Oh, they beg for cum.
Or come for me.
I love
Oh!
when they beg for cum. Yeah, I used to have a joke about that. They
Oh,
go come
wrap
for
it up.
me, wrap it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love your stand up. I know so many of your bits.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you're
Thanks.
so funny.
I haven't. That was the last funny joke I'll ever write. That.
Oh, stop
Oh,
it.
stop it. Do you ever feel that way where you're like, I can't write a fucking funny thing?
I feel that way right now. I hate
have
my act
nothing.
and I'm like, I suck and I'm not like, I feel like people are lying when they're like, great job. And I'm like, no, that sucked. Nothing was good.
Right.
You're idiots for laughing at the slop I'm giving you.
Right. You get mad at them. You're like, this
Yeah, and I'm like,
sucks.
what is a laugh? Like, is there a deeper meaning behind it, or am I just gonna
Sometimes
talk about cum? Like,
sometimes
what?
you don't know. Maybe there is a deeper meaning. I always
I want to blow up my
thought-
whole act.
I thought it'd be really funny. You know, when you have a crowd that's like really good, that they're laughing at everything, and you're
Mhm.
like, oh, you can't even really learn anything from it because they're
Mhm.
like laughing at setups that aren't even
Yeah.
funny. I thought about just being like, you know what? I'm just gonna go up there and see what is it. Will they not laugh? Can
Dice
I bomb
did that.
in this
Dice
crowd?
did that the day the laughter died. He did Madison Square Garden, and then the
Oh,
next
yeah.
day he went
That's
up
a
and
great-
tried to walk as many people as possible.
Yeah, at Rodney's, right?
know, yeah.
Or whatever it was, Dangerfields
Yeah.
at that time. But I'm thinking like literally doing it with like material, like trying to be political. And I don't know anything about politics, but like going up and faking it and being like, seeing if they'll laugh at these like trigger things where you go, Donald Trump, people, he's got a concept of a plan. And see if they'll be like, yeah, and you go, in your head, you're going.
Andy
"You
Daly did
fucking
that.
idiots."
You know Andy Daly?
Andy Daly, I love his
Dude,
albums.
when he's like, what? I mean, you got these guys over here, and then you got those guys over there. It's like, come on.
Fred Armisen did that too. Fred Armisen did that on SNL, where he would literally wear this jacket and he would be like, he would pretend to be some political comedian. Have you seen this?
Mm-mm.
He does this thing on Weekend Update where he's like, and now political comedian Kit whatever, and he'll like come in, and he's wearing the jacket, and he's got long hair, and he's like, my act, I can just take a look at a newspaper and I can make it funny because we live in a funny world, don't we? Politics, and then he'll go, okay. Like President Trump's the economy has never been lower besides when Trump was running for president. And then he goes, I mean, can you politics? Okay, the economy, all right. Like he just doesn't say anything for a while.
Yeah. Dude,
I fucking ruined the bit.
Tim Heidecker did that for like an hour.
Yeah, he did a stand-up.
It was great, but then it was like I felt like it was the same thing after 10 minutes for an hour.
Well, he was like making fun of like Schultz or something with that. Somebody actually commented on my special and was like, "Is this supposed to be Tim Heidecker's character?" And I was like,
"Oh no,
what the fuck?
Oh no!"
I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" I was like, "No." I'm not.
No. Yes.
Whatever. Hey, thanks for the view.
Yeah.
Thanks for the view.
Wouldn't it be funny if A Night of the Roxbury was just another Menendez biopic? Those are the Menendez brothers.
Well, dude, speaking of, like going back to the TikTok thing, there was and I think maybe it's just the algorithm sending me this shit, which is why I'm like, the world is fucked. Why do they want us to feel like the world is fucked? You know what? They want us to feel held down, man.
Who's they?
You know, the lizards.
Dude, I did a commercial for TikTok. What?
Fucking didn't really.
I swear to God.
It was just a funny interaction. You go, who's they? I go, the lizards. You go, You're like,
Well, no, I did a commercial for TikTok before it came out in 2018. Or no, 2019.
What was the commercial?
It was, get this. Like, I have this fucked up theory. I probably didn't come up with it, but whatever. That aliens are already here in its technology, and the internet is the main form of alien integration into society. And TikTok is like the final form of this alien technology, because finally TikTok is a vehicle to which they can actually change human behaviors and thinking and thoughts and minds into kind of morphing people into like these useful idiot soldiers to do the bidding of whatever is at the top of the list of like, okay, well, let's get a swath of the population to, you know, act a certain way and then carry out these things based on what they think is righteous or whatever. Anyway, so dude, the TikTok commercial was, we were aliens on a spaceship introducing TikTok to the world.
Whoa.
And the client from China came to this warehouse where we were filming it, and they were the most cold, doll-eyed, ghastly figures I'd ever seen in my life.
Really?
Like, when they came on set, it was different. And we weren't allowed to talk to them. We weren't allowed to interact with them. They were only allowed to be in spaces with, you know, like the director and other people, other clients. And it was just strange. And I remember using the app, and I was like, this is stupid. No one's going to use this thing. It's like, if I had just joined that.
I remember getting on and going, this is stupid. No one's going to use this.
Yeah.
Are you sure that guy just wasn't Chinese?
He did bring food, and then he left. So he may have just been a delivery driver. I'm not sure.
You go, that's one of the CEOs of TikTok.
Yeah.
He's wearing like a little hat.
Yeah.
Holding bags.
It's Rob Schneider and Big Daddy. He's like, he pulled anonymous.
Well, dude.
No, but I'm telling you, it was creepy. And I remember being like, dude, these guys are fucking, they were like iced, like not human.
Jesus
and we were
Christ.
aliens introducing this technology. And I don't know. What the
I don't know. Good
hell
theory.
was that?
I'm stretching.
All right.
Good little theory that you got there. I think it's all dog shit, but
What's your theory then? I'll stretch you.
Let's all stretch. My theory, I mean, on what? TikTok?
Yeah.
I think that online, I think there's a lot of like bots that are just trying to keep us in the internet and distracted. While the lizards, the Chinese lizards, find a way to control us in some way. The Rizzards. The Rizzlers. I thought Rizzler. I thought you were talking about Chinese lizards. Funny to say. We bring the boom. So, speaking of the Menendez thing, we'll wrap it up here, and we're going to go to the Patreon where we're going to answer some questions. Patreon.com/SagDaddyToPod. There was a podcast. There was a podcast with that girl Grace O'Malley and her friend. And her friend said something along the lines of what we're saying, which is essentially like you don't kill your parents. Like you don't kill people just because, you know, if you were abused or whatever, you still don't kill people, you know, and all of TikTok, like everything that I'm seeing,
they go after them.
They're just having a huge problem with her. They're like, how dare she say that? Like, I can't believe she just said that.
When you
They
start
want to
excusing murder,
Yeah.
you are in a bad place psychically in society.
Yeah.
If you have people excusing murder and allowing physical violence based on your arbitrary reasoning, you are in a bad way.
Yeah.
It is not good.
It's not good.
Not good is my Trump impression. I think, honestly, I have the worst Trump.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know, but the people
You
love
sound
it.
like one of Timmy Turner's friends from Fairly Odd Parents. Chester.
Wait, do you think that this thing about people defending them is because everyone was like standing Gypsy Rose?
Yes, I think that's exactly what happened. And I don't know why that lady's not out of fucking jail. Gypsy Rose, you know her?
She is out of jail.
No, I mean, I don't know why she is out of jail.
Gypsy Rose?
And what about Gypsy Rose?
More like Gypsy Thorne. That woman hurt people.
Every rose has
As a
its
gypsy. Oh,
thorn. Just like every
cowboy has his sad song.
Is that what it is?
Mhm.
Wow.
Oh,
Gypsy
dude,
Rose.
Gypsy Rose. She got out, and everyone was like, "She is brat, yes, queen, love, love, love."
Yeah.
And then I tried to do a joke and it didn't work, and I gave up on it. Where like everyone was making her out to be this like one, like dude, her media tour, everybody was standing her, and then it would have been so funny if she was asked like some question and it turned out she was like racist. Like
then they would all turn on
Dominican. She's like, I don't know why they get haircuts every week. And then everyone like turns on her.
They would turn on her for being racist,
And
but
it's
not
like,
for
she
having
is
her
a southern moron that had to play retarded for her whole life. What do you expect from these people?
Yeah, I think
We are
they should
all
all be in
infallible.
jail. They should all be in jail.
Well, her thing was weird because it was like systemic massive abuse from her mother. Her mom had her teeth pulled. She had colostomy bags put on her. She like told her that her legs didn't work. So like there was massive abuse there. So it can almost be like, and I'm going to sound like a hypocrite where I'm like, well, that's okay for the murder. But it's almost like I'm not excusing the murder, but there's different shades of murder, like manslaughter and fucking,
Also,
you know.
but if you think like, okay, so you have someone who's been, it seems to me like a very slippery slope of like, okay, so Gypsy Rose is all good because she was abused.
Well, here's
Let me
the thing.
finish.
Yeah, go. Mhm.
What do you think? These serial killers grew up in a nice life? You think people who murder people had
We
a
can
nice
derive
life?
where every behavior comes from, but then there's you can't make an excuse for everything. There has to be accountability. Like
Exactly.
Gypsy Rose, it was documented abuse from birth to the point where she didn't even know her age. Her mom had her teeth ripped out. She had her go to these cancer foundations and lie and like go on stage in front of thousands of people and be like, I have cancer and this and that. Like it was abuse, like a level of which no human, like she did everything to her short of tying her to a radiator and making her like shit in a box.
How could you
know?
do that to your child?
That's the thing. So it's like she fucked her up so much that in her fucked up mind, she could go, my only way out is to have this guy kill her and then we're on the run. Like she
Right.
had the mind of a child. So it's like, that's not excusable, but it's understandable.
Well, let me tell you
But
this.
then what about the Menendez brothers? Did they have a history of documented abuse aside from their dad being like, you're not
gay.
good enough?
Yeah.
Was it true that the dad made them blow him until they were like 19? Like, I don't know.
How do you blow someone in your teens? How are you?
I'll tell
how
you.
are you being?
I'm sorry.
How are you being forced to blow someone in your teens? Well, let me tell you this. With the fucking, the camera just caught that. They took it. They went. There's somebody doing something. Movement. Let me ask you this. So the mom abused. Whatever, and then she killed the mom, and
She got
it's
a guy
okay
to
because
kill
it
the
was
mom.
whatever. Yeah, she got a guy to
Apparently.
kill the mom.
Who was
What
also
about-
mentally handicapped.
So this mother,
Mhm.
maybe she was abused, and maybe she took that abuse mint and she put it on her daughter.
Mhm.
Right now, is that
Abusement?
abusement park? We go to an abusement park.
Did you ride the step uncle?
That's all. Yeah, ride the step uncle. The haunted house is just dark where you get touched. You
Yeah.
walk out, you go,
The
can we
haunted
go
house.
home? The sexually abusement park.
The haunted house is just not doing your math homework right and getting punched in the face by your mother.
Yeah, you go, welcome to Abusement Park, where you have to suck my dick till you're 19. No, but like, wouldn't you say that maybe the mom was abused and so her actions made her, she got abused, so her actions on her daughter might be excused, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like break
What's
the
worse?
cycle. Like, dude, my dad he left at 15 because his dad punched him so hard in the face, his braces came off.
Jesus.
Like, he left and had a terrible relationship with his dad. There was massive abuse, and then he did nothing but like love me and try to change that cycle.
Change the cycle.
Which is part of the reason why I'm afraid to be a father, because I don't think I could live up to the dad my dad was. So, and also my name ends with me. I'm the last Fidance. So I kind of like when my blood goes into the soil, so does my name.
There's not another Fidance ever in the world.
There's not men Fidance.
Look
There's
this up, Nicole.
Look it up.
You can find someone with the last name Fidance.
I'll kill him. Because I was abused.
I'll get my retarded boyfriend to do it.
I mean, dude, you can excuse anything. There has to be a point where the buck stops here, pal.
That's what I'm
Accountability
saying.
town.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what a lot of restorative justice is, where they go, well, this guy did murder people, but he's black and was just enfranchised. They came from a broken home, so we're going to give him a reduced sentence. Like, that's the whole thing with cash bail or the no cash bail that's going on, which I've benefited from because I've been thrown in jail and I was out the next day on a charge that I shouldn't have been out on
and
the
you
next
didn't
day
have to pay
on.
bail?
No, I was just in jail a couple weeks ago.
I know.
No bail, no court date. I was
No
just
court
told,
date.
behave yourself for 6 months and it all goes away. Thank you, liberal
And they put you
DA
there-
Alvin Bragg.
They put you in there for the night?
Mhm.
What was that like?
Ain't my first rodeo.
I know, but what was this specific one like?
Actually, in the precinct jail, when I was in a solo cell, they let me smoke cigarettes. I apologized to the cop for mouthing off to her, and she went out and got me a hot meal. She went and got me halal.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
everything.
What'd they get you?
Halal. Spicy halal, which I couldn't complain, but I have a bad stomach.
You
And
went, can you actually ask for not hot?
get more tzatziki sauce? And they let me rip cigs, and then when they took me to holding, I walked in and this black guy was talking, and dude, the record stopped, and he was like, "Yo, my man must have been bad if he white and get thrown in jail." And
white people are put in jail all the time.
sat and just slept as much as I could, and then
Where
some.
do you sleep in a jail?
I mean, it's metal benches, all steel benches all around. They have lights that are brighter than that, so you like.
You have to put your jacket over your
It's
head
like
and
built.
shit.
Yeah. I literally used my jacket as a pillow and then put the sleeve over my eyes. And then we got boxes of cereal, and I used the cereal as like a pillow. And then some mental patient was in there from Bellevue, and I woke up and he goes, "Can I have a cereal?" And I go, "No, it's my cereal." And I like took it like this. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And then when I found out I was getting released, I went in the middle of the cell and I did a jig, and all the guys clapped for me. And then I went and saw my lawyer in the cage, and he goes, "Mr. Fidance, I just want to say I'm a big fan. Love your podcast. Let's get you out of jail." And I was like, "Hell yeah."
I thought you said the cop said that.
The cops too. I was in the chain gang getting led up to court, and they're like, "Yo, he's a comedian. Ian, what the fuck are you doing here?" I was like, "I caught a charge. I don't know what to tell you."
That's so
Yeah.
cool, dude.
And then they let you
had the
out.
best of both worlds, except for having to sleep there the whole night. But getting arrested and then having not to pay a fine or anything like that.
Oh yeah, but dude, it was down to the last second, and there was flooding in the jail, so all of the court
Flooding in the
appearances-
jail?
Yeah, some pipe burst. So
The fuck, was it the Riddler or
all
something?
of the the Rizzler. So all of the court cases got bumped up. So we're just sitting in jail, and we're told the night before you'll be out in the morning. Don't worry. And then, dude, it's like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and we're like, "Oh my god!" And then in my head, I'm like, I had another weapons charge 3 years ago. that I don't
brass
know if it got
knuckles, right?
expunged. I cleared probation, got off probation, everything, but I don't know if my lawyer got it expunged. So in my head, I'm like, oh my God, this is my second weapons charge. I'm going to Rikers. There's a reason why I haven't been let out yet. Holy shit, this sucks. And I started to kind of panic. And then fucking finally they came through. They had 15 more names. I was the second to last name called.
Holy shit.
And I got let up. And then when they let you out of jail, you have nothing. I had cash in pocket, a Metro card, my ID, and nothing. I had no shoelaces.
They
I
took
had
your
to-
shoelaces out of your shoes?
Oh yeah, so you don't kill yourself.
In
So-
one night?
Yeah. So
Who's killing himself for one night?
Sandra Bland, say her name.
Sandra Bland.
And
so
so-
wait, were you like, can you guys put the shoelaces back in my shoes?
No, they take everything and they have it at the precinct you got locked up at. So all my belongings are 59th and Columbus. I get let out at One Police Plaza downtown, and I got to make my way up north like I just respawned in Grand Theft Auto. It was fucking nuts, dude. I'm like going down the street. I'm like, all right, I got to get cigarettes. I got to get this. I got to get that. I got to get someone to buy me a burger. I got to fucking eat dinner.
How much money do you have in cash?
I had $50 in cash.
Can you take a cab uptown?
If it was less than 50, but I didn't have a phone. So I had to ask for someone's phone to be like, hey, dude, it was so demoralizing. I had to be like, hey, can I borrow your phone? And they're like, what? I'm like, look, I just got out of jail. I don't have my shoelaces. I need to look how to get uptown, what subway line to
You
take.
just ask a stranger?
They only give you a Metro card, one-way Metro card. So if you don't have cash for a cab, you got to figure out how to get to where your belongings are at the precinct underground, because you can't get in and out. You only have a one-way card.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude. What the fuck?
I'm fucking Rachel Dolezal. I'm fucking black, dude.
All right.
And yeah, but and dude, the next day I was on a first class flight to Cleveland to throw out the first pitch at a Cleveland Guardians game, and I was like, life is fucking nuts, man.
That's crazy, dude. Coming at you to the mound.
Coming
recently
straight from Central Booking.
Recently arrested.
Crazy.
Ian Fidance.
Crazy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
And dude, there's a toilet, so everybody's shitting and pissing in front of you. And
Shitting? People are shitting?
the milk they gave us was terrible for
They
the
gave
cereal.
you milk?
You get milk, you get cereal, you get an orange, you get a pear, and a hummus sandwich. And one of the guys, Jesus Christ, he was like, look at this. What the fuck sandwich is it? What kind of meat is hummus? I ain't never heard of that. They trying to poison us. They all have these little theories, by the way.
Sure.
Apparently, one of the guys I was in with, I have a case. If I just call his brother, I got $100,000 case. You know? And nobody ever did a crime. Everybody's all innocent. You know? Nobody ever did nothing. You know, it's evidence of just a jail full of people that are just good old that never did nothing.
Yeah, you know, the Bible says heroin is legal.
Yeah. Well,
Jeez.
dude, this one fucking kid, he got in a fight at the Mexican Day Parade, and then he tells us, he's like, yeah, we got active in the parade, and he goes, I am on parole for another assault charge, and then he got called, and he walks out, and everyone goes, that motherfucker ain't getting out. You know?
Jeez, dude.
And this one guy was mouthing off the entire. He was the fucking prison oracle. This guy had all the
was he?
answers. He was
Was
the
he an
one,
old head?
He was an old head. He was the one that knew everything. And
They have that. Every prison has that.
Oh,
by the
dude.
way, they call them the I forgot the name of it, but it's like there is every time I watch 60 Days In, there's always one guy who's like supposed to be like I'll tell you what, young blood.
Yep. He was there, and he straight up is, I did this and this and that, and I got this company. I'm a licensed plumber, but God, I'm smarter than this. And eventually I go, hey, man, if you're so smart, you know everything, why are you sitting in a cell with all of us? And
Nice.
he was like, well, because,
He goes,
you know
hey,
how they...
man.
And dude,
He
he
goes,
was...
Shut your ass up with all
he
your
was-
fucking tattoos, man.
Dude.
Looking like you spilled on some man. If I hit you with some putty, will that come out on a
Was
putty?
I in there with Foghorn Leghorn? What are you doing?
I don't
Dude,
know, dude.
he straight up started to get very anti-white, like towards the end
I
of the
bet.
night. Of
I
just
bet.
like,
some fucking
they
cracker.
lock me up because I'm black, and white motherfucker, these white motherfuckers, pieces of shit. And at one point I go, hey man, I'm right here. And he goes, not you, but they
He goes, not you.
It was fucking nuts, man.
Dude.
It was nuts.
That's crazy,
Nuts.
bro.
coming back from.
I can't believe you're like you even. Yeah, you were just coming back from spots, right?
Yeah, cop. Hey, random search. What's in your pocket,
Dude, you got lucky, man. If that third like that from 3 years ago weapons charge, you could have been fucked,
Bro.
dude.
If could you imagine
And
I'm
having
sitting in
another-
Rikers right now?
Yeah, waiting a trial in 6 months.
Well, dude, my
No,
you get
you'd
3
get bail.
calls.
You get bail.
You get 3 calls, and my calls are to Val and Gina at the cellar to tell them I couldn't make my spots.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
And Attell, wasn't one of them?
That was the last time I
that
got
was
locked
another
up.
one. Hilarious. You have to call people and be like, I can't make it.
Yeah.
Put me on speaker when you're on stage.
Yeah, that's
And we'll tell
that's how
jokes from-
sad I have nothing else in my life.
You got
Just
nobody else to
stand
call
up.
besides
managers
comedy club
and Nicole
managers.
to be like, I can't make my gig.
That's fucking insane. Dude.
Yeah,
That's fucking cool though.
is it? I don't know.
I think it is.
Eh,
Yeah, I guess we'll
I don't
see.
know. I just
I guess we'll
switchblade.
see
That
in
was
a
kind of
couple-
cool. Well, now I got to stay out of trouble. Now it's like anytime,
Now you
and that's
really
another
do,
thing
yeah.
I'm finding out in therapy, which I knew but I didn't address, is my anger issue because the cop was going to let me off, and I started mouthing off, and then
yeah, no shit, dude.
she
You have-
straight up was like, "Excuse me," chirp, chirp. And then 4 cops just flanked me.
Yeah,
and
you're like, oh, you
immediately-
piece of shit
She
pig.
goes, you're getting arrested. I go, come on. And she immediately hit me with stop resisting and cranked my arm back and threw me on the wall. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh my god, dude.
But I will say, man, the next day, because I was going through TSA, I was kind of skittish around authority figures because I was like, oh God, are they going to, and what if,
Yeah.
So, I think every white person should be locked up so that you can empathize with what chronic recidivism looks like. Because
What's that?
recidivism is when you're in and out of jail.
Oh.
So like just the what it does to you psychically, the mental toll of being locked up, being approached, being searched, being treated poorly, being, I mean, in a weird way, in my head, when she hit me with the stop resisting, like cranked my arm back, immediately I'm like, ow, ow, ow. And they're all like, stop resisting. And I'm like, but it hurts. And then you're like, it's so easy to be like, black people just don't resist. And it's
Right.
like when someone's got your arm in a chicken wing
Yeah,
and you're
it's
trying
hurting you.
not to hurt, and then your anxiety's going, you're like,
Yeah, and you're just trying to get comfortable because
Yeah.
you're like, I'll let you put my
But
fucking arms
I
in a-
will say, if I had just kept my mouth shut and gone, you're right, officer, I apologize, I was wrong, I would have been let off. But I got cocky, I mouthed off,
What'd you say?
and it was pretty pathetic.
What'd you say?
I was like, you want to arrest a real
Mama.
criminal? Go down to Wall Street. I was like, I'm not the guy that's hurting people. I go, why don't you go after the guy that just fucking yelled at a woman up the street? But you got to get your fucking quota, don't you? You
Yeah,
proud of
you
yourself? Getting your ticket quota?
Right,
And then,
right.
dude,
and then
it
you got
was
arrested
just-
and then cut to them a little
Boom.
bit later arresting a homeless person who just shit his pants. You know what the real criminals are? Down in the government.
yeah.
He's just the same fucking
Just
person.
so fucking pathetic.
Well, it's so funny too that you're like, I didn't even realize I had anger problems because the last time we were hanging out, we got ice cream, and then the guy wouldn't let you back in to piss, so you punched the glass.
No, he didn't. It wasn't about pissing.
It was about the attitude.
Throwing something away because the only trash can was in there, and I asked for a glass of water.
Oh,
and
right.
he goes, we're closed.
Yeah.
No. And he literally had just shut the door.
He went, no, we're closed. And then closed the door. He
Yeah.
was an asshole about it.
Yeah.
But then you went, you fucking asshole. And you fucking punched the thing.
Yeah.
So you do have anger issues.
And
Which
then
we'll
someone came up to
explore.
me later on the street and goes, hey, is everything all right? I saw you
Oh,
kinda
really?
scream at I go, oh yeah, the guy was a fucking asshole. And the girl goes, oh, I'm visiting. And I went, oh, welcome to New York.
Oh, so some random lady just went up to you and was like, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Was she hot?
No.
All right. Thanks for doing the show. We'll see
No,
you
you're
on.
right. I got to work on my anger. And I am.
You sure do.
Are you going to fucking move forward or what, man?
Finish the show. I gotta work on my anger too, but I don't have it that bad.
It feels really good.
It feels good to let it out, right?
Yeah.
But then you don't feel good.
No, I mean,
It's like
in that moment when I'm filled with that cloud of rage, it almost like soothes me to where I am so right. It's insane that anyone else could even conceive that I'm wrong. And then once it flows through me, the cloud dissipates and I'm like, oh no, what have I done?
Right. And that's how people online feel too, I think. I think a lot of these people that are like chronically online, they're like, I am so fucking right that I need to get this out and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but online you have tons of people liking it and co-signing it. So then you actually believe it. But with me, I'm out in the real world and no one's on my side. And then I go, oh, I'm wrong.
And then
I'm completely
and you're getting
wrong.
arrested for it.
Let me not behave this way. But
Right.
the dopamine I get when that hits feels so good. And the same thing when you get a like and a retweet and a share. So you keep doing and behaving in that way. And it almost changes the pathology in your head so that you behave in a way so that you keep getting this repetitive dopamine hit. Whereas in real life, there's consequence. There's, getting arrested. There's like intrinsic evidence that shows I'm wrong.
Right.
No matter how good it feels.
Right.
And I have to listen to that and adjust my behavior.
Right.
Whereas if you're online, you could be totally wrong, but there's people mentally ill enough to believe you're right. So then
Right.
you change your behavior to keep getting that, bias and that hit of like, yeah, good job.
Yeah.
And then that's how you turn into a fucking asshole.
Oh God, yeah. You're
Yeah.
right. Anyway, you want to plug anything? B and Ian?
You can see me every Tuesday and Thursday in group therapy for anger management on 27th and 9th. BEIN with Jordan every Wednesday, youtube.com/BEIN pod, patreon.com/BEIN pod. We're having a blast. Come hang out. I'm on the road a ton up until April 2025, punchup.live/Ian Fidance for all my dates. Join the mailing list. Come on out. It's a good time. Every set is different. I hate my act right now, so see how I burn that to the ground
Which is
and
still
build
fun.
another one.
It's still kind of fun to see someone that's like, I don't know what I'm doing, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. It's kind of a part of it.
Yeah.
And if you really like that, you can see me doing that in Seattle, November 1st and 2nd at the Capitol Hill Comedy Bar.
When does this come out?
When does this come
Next
out?
week, next Wednesday.
Oh, amazing. Yes. Come see me, Tampa Side Splitters, November 7th and 8th. And then I am at the Pittsburgh Improv, Cleveland Hilarities, Denver Comedy Works, Toronto, and somewhere
These are all
else.
such great clubs.
I'm so happy.
You're going to have such a fun
It's
time.
great.
At all
I'm
this
so
shit.
happy, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's get into the Patreon.
The Rap Jack Black and Sagdaddy, I'm back at it with a fantastic podcast for your asses. Yapping in a trap like a rescue cat, and the rescued up like they're waiting on the Batman. You tuned into the dude who threw booze back, blacked out, woke up drunk, covered in bruises. It's Sagdaddy the pod, an odd fellow, the great white chubby, I'm becoming a marshmallow. It's Sagdaddy the pod, so sit back and relax, cause like a broken arm, I got a cast now. It's Sagdaddy the pod, you made a good choice, so enjoy, don't be annoyed, now here's my dumb voice. So recognizable, ski master, unreliable, diary of a guy who's higher than a freaking diving board. I'm tired, call me biting you as lame cause you align with your wardrobe. Give that back, you ain't that guy, bro. Kaleidoscope stripping, goddamn I'm tripping. Sipping shroom tea, looking at a blank television. Got a girl here gripping, thinking we'll do some business, but that's the last thing that I want. Seriously. Big dog, I'm on shirts now. Still scared that my house is gonna burn down. I'm a rare card, an old Charizard. Getting BJ's on a bench of a promenade. Don't know what to do, I got a lot of problems. Lot of emotional truths, I menage 'em. I'm getting robbed every time I get a coffee. Cause $6 is just too much.
Keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. But all you do is wrong.
Dream team, me and Galene and the four Beatles. Kidnapping whores illegally, pumping them full of needles. Eating Chinese till Steven asks us to order a pizza. Walk to run to get it, I can't do either. It's Sagdaddy the pod, don't think twice, just bob your head. Dealing your chicken with no rice. It's Sagdaddy the pod, and on God I won't stop. Unless I wanna, that's kinda the deal, huh? It's Sagdaddy the pod, no need to deviate. Your ears are not the only holes that I'm about to penetrate. It's Sagdaddy the pod, so thanks for tuning in. Truman Show flow, if I don't see you, you can suck my dick.